Hello, my name is John Thorsen. I'm applying for the summer TheatreBridge program at Brown University, and this is my video interview portion of the application. So the first question, how did I get started in theater? Ever since a young age, I've enjoyed performing for my parents and my siblings just at home. I used to do things like I'd dress up in these ridiculous costumes and sing songs, and eventually when I got into elementary school, my mom encouraged me to do theater because I enjoyed performing it at home so much, just sort of goofing around, and so I tried out for a show, and I was cast as Iago in Aladdin in 4th grade. And I had the whole Gilbert Gottfried voice and everything, and then the next year I was Willy Wonka, and it was fun. I really enjoyed theater, but you know, it was just sort of a hobby then. And the next year I was at North Cumberland Middle School, and the Trinity Repertory program at the time had a program where they sent a director to help the theater program there, and everyone would design their own character and then incorporate them into a plot, and I participated in that. That was really interesting as well. I worked with a man named Tyler, who I believe he still works at Trinity, but anyhow, that kept my interest up, and then the next year I went to LaSalle for 7th grade until now, and I started in the theater program there, and the theater program there is much more serious than anything I had done before. You know, they have 5 main stage productions there a year, and it's very selective, and they put a lot of money in the budget into theater, and so it was a very attractive program, and I tried out, and it was difficult the first year. In freshman year, there were a few shows I didn't get into, but eventually I did tech crew for Little Shop of Horrors my freshman year, and then I got into The Sound of Music as Rolf my beginning of my sophomore year. Then I was in The Man Who Came to Dinner, I was in The Tempest as Ferdinand, I was in Pippin as King Charlemagne, and then I was in a cabaret over the summer, and then I was in another cabaret at the beginning of the year, which was written for the school. We had a special 140th anniversary weekend cabaret, and then I was the leader of the chorus in The Birds, and then I played Constantine in The Seagull by Anton Chekhov, and then now we've just started West Side Story, and due to conflicts I've been cast as Doc because I can't make about half the rehearsal time, so I guess I just sort of started in my family room, telling jokes and singing songs and just kind of being goofy in front of my family, and it was just something that I always enjoyed doing. So how will you make use of the theater training in the future? I've been thinking a lot about my future and what I want to do as a profession, and I haven't really had a clear answer, but I know that I'm very passionate about theater. I enjoy it a lot. I don't know if I'm cut out for being a professional actor because it's a very competitive field, but I do know that there's never a better time to try. I'm a teenager now, and especially in junior year, there's no time, I think, in one's life where the decisions you make are more pivotal in terms of the direction you go in the future, and it's really important to see what's the best fit now, so you have things figured out later. So I really wanted to see if theater would be right for me, and I think TheatreBridge would be an excellent way to see if a very serious program would be a good fit for me. I know that I enjoy the theater a lot, but I'd like to see if I could do it with an even greater commitment, because it's definitely been a commitment so far. I have 3 hours of rehearsal after school every day, and then on weekends, but having a program where I'm just doing theater for 6 weeks would really be a real taste of what it would be like to do be a professional actor, or do it in college, to see what it's really like to commit everything you do to theater, and that's what being a professional actor is like. So I just figured being in TheatreBridge would be an excellent way to see if pursuing acting in the future would be right for me. And I'm sure that even if I find that maybe it isn't, I'll be glad that I have had this experience, and that I know that I tried it, and that it was one path. I know now, at least, that it wasn't right for me, and I'm really more expecting it to be one that I do enjoy, and I'm really looking forward to that possibility. And then the last question, passions and enthusiasm not connected to theater. Well, although it is tied to the theater because I'm very involved in community service at my school, and one of those programs we do is the arts outreach program. So although it is centered around theater and the arts, the community service in itself is a different activity. We bring in kids from inner city schools, Bishop McVinney, San Miguel, St. Margaret's, and they come in and they have arts classes that they don't get their excuse me, the resources they have at their school are not great. So we have a great arts facility at our school, and so we share it with them, and we have dance, acting, and visual art classes for 3 hours on Saturday morning for those kids, and that's a really great program. I enjoy it a lot. I like working with kids a lot too. And then the other half of that is the summer children's theater program in the summer, where it's over the summer we create we create 2 shows that we then take around Providence and around Cranston, and we perform for kids at places like Sight, which is a home for those who are severely mentally and physically challenged, various day camps, daycares for a lot of areas that are underprivileged in Providence. So it's a very good program, and I enjoy that a lot. Also, a lot of what I do is connected to art, but I'm very interested in music as well. I play the ukulele and bass guitar. Not as seriously as theater. I'm in a band and stuff, but I'm not in a concert band at school. But I do play with some friends of mine. So that's also something I'm very interested in. Also, I have a wide taste in music. So yes, and also I take my schoolwork very seriously. So those are some other things I'm interested in. I guess that's it. Thank you.